So hi, you guys. Thank you for being here. Let me get this just right for us. I think there we are. There we are. So thanks for being here. I am so honored and appreciative of you guys for joining me on this experience. This is going to be new for all of us. This will be a YinVinDra. That has a nice ring to it. YinVinDra class, and so it's gonna be a little bit longer. So thank you for carving out time in your world, in your space to be here. I know you could be doing so many other things, so thank you for sharing this time and space with me today. And again, thank you for jumping in and just saying yes to some of the unknown, right? Many of you know me from the Vinyasa classes that I've been teaching for over a decade, that candlelight class, right? So you're used to that quicker pace, right? That like invigorating, very yang energy, very awakening, right? Kind of muscular energy kind of space. Some of you even know me from our sound healings. Right. So you have received truncated versions of Yoga Nidra from me as we guide you into the sound healing space, into the bowls, the gongs. You've been there, and I think there's even a few of you in there that I think that have taken my Vinyan classes in the past as well. I had a year where I taught that. Um, so thank you for being here, for sharing this space. So a little bit of what this class is all about. This class is a beautiful blend. Yeah, it's the beautiful blend. We'll begin in the yin, right? And we begin in the yin, right? Some of you may be thinking like, oh, long stretching, like, don't we want to be warm for this? Like I've always been taught in gym class, warm your muscles up first, and for this actual practice, it's more of the getting beyond the muscles into the plastic tissues within our body. And it's that space of being able to nourish all of our connective tissues, like our tendons, our ligaments, right? And through that space, we actually dive into our fascia. And our fascia, I was initially taught that the fascia is like this snuggle blanket, right? It's like our internal snuggle blanket that holds us together, right? And what can happen with the fascia over time is that it can become scarred, right? It can have adhesions and kind of tighten in, scar tissue. It could dehydrate, right? Like this is what like think about our insides as a lush space, and the dehydration can really crinkle and crackle and like kind of tighten up our fascia, so we get this constriction, right? And that's not muscles, right? Our muscles could be a super loose, but if our fascia is what's tight and tense, if our tendons and our ligaments are that tight and like dehydrated space, the muscles actually could either like hurt our tendons and whatnot, or it's just not the full practice and experience that we could be getting if we find and invite in this yin experience. So we're going to begin with the yin so that we can move beyond the muscles, so the muscles don't take over this practice. We do it first to get into those connective places. Now, they also say, that yin is about experiencing intense emotions. They also say that yin is about experiencing intense sensations, right? My apologies, I said emotions first. Sensations. The reason why I said emotions is because it could be an emotional sensation. Right? Our sensations, our physical space show up in a variety of ways. It could be the physical sensation, right? It could be emotional sensation. So, and it could be mental sensation, the chatter in our minds, the thoughts as well. So this yin space, as we begin to move into these stretches and hold them for longer periods of time than we're used to, right? That vinyasa practice, 1 breath per movement. Here, we're going to be here for about 3 minutes in a posture to give our bodies time and space to find that edge of discomfort, because it may be there. Please note, discomfort is not the same thing as pain. Repeat, discomfort, not pain. right? Discomfort is that edge where you know it's good for you and you're getting there and and you're riding it not too far, but you're like finding that sweet spot. Pain, sharp, jarring, like, oh my God, that's not this space. That's not the yin. That's not any kind of yoga, right? So if you do find yourself in any kind of posture that you feel like a sharp pain where you just know it's not right, come out of it, find a variation. If you need to, I do monitor the chats and stuff. I notice when they come up. So if you need some personal assistance in how to shift and move, we all know each other. Ish. So if you want, please feel free to reach out and I will from here or even just over chat give you some advice and guidance as we remain in these postures. So um, that physical sensation and again emotional sensation, our fascia, there was a research done where they cut into some fascia and all of this pus came out. I wish I could remember his name. It's something like Tom Watkins. I will send a follow-up with his name. I wish I could remember it right now. It's just completely elusive. But they cut into fascia and all of this pus came out. And they think that pus is our emotions, right? Our unprocessed emotions that we hold on to. Like that is real in this physical world, right? There's our emotions, right? Candace Pert, our emotions are peptides in our cells. There's our physical space of the emotion. So these are all tied together as we sit in this space. If we're like shifting some of our cellular vibrations into something else, if we're nourishing, what we're doing is we're releasing that. And that needs to be fully processed. So again, it could be emotional, it could be thought patterns. Sometimes I hear myself and my thought patterns as they come up and I'm like, oh, noted, and come back into the breath. Right. So a whole bunch of stuff can be happening in this yin practice. What else do I want to share about yin? It's a beautiful space to breathe. Yeah, your breath will be your biggest ally here in all ways, right? In the Vinyasa practice, we're used to that connected, right? And this way, it's going to be a guiding deeper in within to wherever that space is. So I encourage you to wherever that space of the most discomfort is, send all of your awareness there. This is these three practices are blending all of our kosher systems together, right? So this whole idea, the overarching theme here is to be able to have an intimate conversations with a variety of aspects, if not all aspects of our Panchamaya Kosha system, right? And I'll get there, right? Well, so let's start here. So the yin, right? The yin is going to help us in the physical body, right? The Anamaya Kosha on a deep cellular level, right? That's where the yin, the Anamaya Kosha. We bring the breath to that spot and breathe. And don't forget the breath, our oxygen, our life force, our prana. The breath helps move all of this energy within us, all of our physiological functions in our body. It helps stimulate and activate them, right? So even if we're physically in stillness as we hold these postures, we actually are in a really, really deep space of a lot of focused energy happening, especially if we can use the breath. Like if you think about it, if you're here and something's trying to break up and you send the breath to help support it, oh, think about that sweet release that may be experienced. So I encourage you, use your breath that way, right? And then as we start to join into the Manomaya Kosha, our emotional, our thought process, beings and whatnot, we'll be able to either A, notice what comes up, right? Shadow work or triggers or sound, I'll come back to that word. Our samskaras, thank you. I couldn't get past sankalpa because of the Yoga Nidra. Our samskaras, the patterns we repeat in ourselves, right? So, we get into this beautiful interwoven space of focused, consolidated energy in the present moment experience here in this yin practice, right? So that's where we're working through here, is really being able to get into that intimate conversation with ourselves in that moment, in that form that we're taking, so that we can understand the wider space of it, right? We're not just sitting, we're taking our bodies in different forms, in different spaces, so that we can spread out, we can expand our awareness and really allow our bodies to move a little bit more fully in the way we're even just supposed to, the way that we're built. So yin, right? Spent a lot of time on yin, but I know a lot of us are new to the yin practice. Vinyasa, I've mentioned, right? That's going to be really a lot for me, the Anahata Kosha, right? Getting that body to a space where we can go into stillness, right? So we're going to hold. It's going to be maybe a little uncomfortable for the yin, depending on where we are, but we'll breathe in that space. Then the vinyasa, whatever was kind, I like to think of it that whatever we kind of broke up in the yin space, that when we flow in the vinyasa, we're fully allowing it to release, right? Sometimes I think like it gets broken up and it kind of breaks up and it's like this big, right? And then use the vinyasa to completely release it out. So that vinyasa is that one breath per movement. Again, still focusing all of that space, keeping that, cultivating that space of dharana, right? That concentrated focus space that we were working in, to bring it into this vinyasa practice and really move our bodies, open our bodies. So often, one of the hindrances of meditation or even ceremony or any of this space is the physical discomfort in our body, which is why in the 8 limbs of yoga, Patanjali, right, the Yoga Sutras, we begin with the asana before we move into meditation, right, to help alleviate any discomfort we're feeling, or even just diminish it, right? Because Yoga Nidra is a practice of complete stillness. And in our society and in our bodies, the way we feel, that's hard, right? That stillness, to just be there, sometimes that can be really, really hard. And so this vinyasa practice will be that quick space of one breath per movement, letting that energy flow, even almost like maybe getting a little bit of like that, I don't want to say tired, but right, the experience of having used our body. So it'll be that one breath per movement. And we'll flow, we'll move our bodies, we'll open it up, and really get into that space of then moving into the Yoga Nidra, right? So the Yoga Nidra is a space of stillness, right? So that's why we just worked our bodies. It's right on the cellular level to the quicker muscular level, all of that. So that then our bodies can just relax and receive, right? For it's in that moment of stillness, in that space of stillness, that we create the inner environment for our bodies to fully absorb, assimilate our practice, right? So as soon as we can allow this space to calm, this space can actually go to work, right? It's that space of the parasympathetic system, right? We live naturally in the sympathetic with everything that's going on, even a heightened sympathetic, fight or flight, right? Have a lot of this. So when we can calm this, move into that space of stillness and breathe, our bodies then have the environment to function within that space of going down and truly rewriting the memories and our vibrations in our cells, right? Truly shifting that, right? Or with our mind quiet and our mind focused, can go back and get into the subconscious and create new imprints. When we work through something, part of the process of working through something and allowing something to fully release is that space of fully accepting that it's been released, and then shifting it to open it up to receive something different. And that's what the stillness is doing for us on a physical level, right? It's allowing our calm body to function, right? Our yin body, inner body to function. And that's emotional, that's mental, that's physiological, that's physical, gross body. That's that space. So it's absolutely a beautiful space to allow our bodies to heal, to revitalize, to quietly and gently move through our rest and digest spaces, right? So digest, assimilate doesn't just mean digesting food, digesting experiences, right? And allow that to fully be processed. So that's also happening. Within the Yoga Nidra, we'll go through one final scan of the body, the rotation of consciousness. My Gong Bath people, this will feel very familiar to you, right? And then we're going to move into the breath, right? So Anamaya Kosha, let's check in, release. We'll move through the breath, noticing our life force within us and how it feels. We'll do some rapid visualization, right? Just to allow our mental focus to allow those images to appear. This isn't a space for lingering either. Yoga Nidra is a little different than guided meditation in that it's a little quicker, right? Staying in that focused space and allowing just that space to pop up, right? What is it that we think of? What is it that almost that impulse? What is it that comes up? Reveals so much, right? And then we'll move back in to the body and we'll come out of it. So this Yoga Nidra space, why I'm so excited to add it at the end of this practice here, is a beautiful space to allow us to, in so many ways, shift from an ordinary state of consciousness into an altered state of consciousness, right? Because we're leaving what we're familiar with and allowing ourselves. This is really where we can get into the Vinyasa Kosha and the Anandamaya Kosha. Vinyasa Kosha, like our highest self, our astral plane, that Akashic space. It's where we leave this ordinary reality to explore the dimensional space of energy, of vibrations, of connections with other high light beings, right? So it allows us to drop into that space and perhaps encourages us to drop one layer deeper that's even beyond that space of our highest self, of the astral, the Akashic, because even in that space in the Vijnanamaya, it still kind of has that ego space, right? I even just saying, my highest self. What a beautiful connection to get there, right? This physical ego self connect with highest self, right? It's a beautiful, beautiful connection. And then so one step further, you have the collective, right? Where you transcend any kind of self, even highest self. You shed that and just become that complete union of all of consciousness, of universal consciousness, cosmic consciousness, divinity, God. Use your word that suits for whatever that space even just beyond is, that collective, right? That single source vibration, right? That it is all. For the yogi sound healing space of me, that Om, right? They say Om is the sound that created the world. And please note, almost every single culture across time and across space, right, has a creation story that begins with the sound. And God spoke, right? I love the ones, I think they're a little bit more Eastern, Middle Eastern and whatnot, where it begins with a conch shell, or it begins with a gong, or it begins with a didgeridoo. You'll see all of those. Oh, not a conch shell. That'd be cool to play. But you'll see those in this space, so just loving the idea that it begins with the sound, that single vibration, right? And that's kind of that Anandamaya Kosha, that bliss, right? That complete knowing that this is a physical experience we're having in the world, and that beyond that, we are this energy, this consciousness. Beyond that, we are part of a single collective space. And so that's kind of what this experience is a journey through our Panchamaya Kosha system, through Yin, Vinyasa, and Yoga Nidra, right? The first two to really deepen in and work that Anamaya Kosha, tune into how we're physically feeling, alleviate or relieve any kind of aches and pains, slowly start to let the chatter, the day, the to-do list, all of that fade away, get us our breath, right? Get into a relationship with our breath, get comfortable with our own natural breathing. And then moving into that space where it's less about the body. The body is in rest. Your body will know what to do on its own in this space of rest. And that's all you'll have to do for the physical self, is just rest. And then it gets a little deeper into that mental, that visualization. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. Thank you again for being here. So it'll be about, again, 45-ish of about each of them. And so we'll get into it. So if you're going to sync up a yoga playlist, I've chatted it to you all. I do recommend, and I'll hold the space for Yoga Nidra to be in silence. Just as an added thought, you guys know I love sound. I love sound healing. I love music. But even that needs that balance. Doesn't need, should consider, encourage, invitation to balance that space of having external sound to allow that space of internal sound or universal sound. Anahata, the heart chakra, Anahata means unstruck, right? So we hold a space for sound that's not created by anything being struck, which is a weird thing to consider, but it's cool too, right? So we won't have any music. I won't share the space of music for Yoga Nidra, but if you want sounds or anything, please do. It can be that challenging space. Or if you'd like, consider just using the silence and be able to journey in that way. And that silence can bring stuff up too, right? It can reveal stuff. So consider, if you'd like, just being able to rest in that space of relaxation, alertness, and awareness with me. Yes. So let us journey. We'll begin. Let's sync our playlists. So 1, 2, 3, press. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, press. And we'll actually begin in a child's pose. It's fall. It's a space of slowly turning inward. And so using a child's pose to encourage that space. So take your time. Knees come wide, hips come to heels. Arms extend forward. Perhaps you are resting on a pillow. Perhaps you have a blanket between your hips and your heels. Finding a child's pose. And let's unify our pranayamic fields together with a breath. Exhale out all your current air. And together, let's take a deep breath in. Let it out. Resting your awareness on your breath. Turning your attention inward. Breathing it in and letting it out. Allowing your awareness and your breath to flow through your entire body. Just check in with yourself. Notice how you feel. With every breath, relaxing into this space just a little bit more. Feeling the inhales as they flow through your nostrils, filling up your lungs, expanding your back body. And the exhales as they help you shed any unnecessary stress, any burdens you are carrying. Notice the spaciousness, the vastness with every inhale. With every exhale, feel the earth beneath you, grounding you, holding you. Drawing all of your awareness here to this experience you are having in this moment. Bring your awareness now into your heart. Keeping connection with the breath, yet also feeling your heartbeat. Tune into your own natural rhythm, the pulse of your being. Our hearts are so powerful. They communicate in so many different ways. Our Anahata Chakra holds the space of compassion, joy, generosity, and unconditional love for self and others. So here into your heart space, draw your intentions. Perhaps to just be curious about this journey through the Panchamaya Kosha system, through this space of Yin, Vinyasa, and Yoga Nidra. Perhaps your own intention, whatever it is you are working with, that you are creating, that you are dreaming, draw that into your heart and feel your heart beat and send that message out to your entire body so that you are emanating with your intention, so that in full communication you are sharing your intention with the world, the universe, and those around you. Five deep breaths. And then a breath together. Exhale out your current air. And together, let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale, come up, tabletop position. Just take a couple moments, a couple cats, a couple cows if you'd like. And then when you are ready, curl the toes under, lift the hips high, find a downward facing dog. Feel that flush of energy, that rebound from the child's pose flowing through you. Notice what it feels like to be with the legs in this straight, extended position. And take the breath in. And as you're ready, if you want to lift that leg all the way up, feel free. If it's uncomfortable, you don't want to, please don't feel like you have to, but let's draw the right foot through into this dragon posture, aka low lunge. Dropping down to that left knee. And here we want to make sure that that ankle is underneath or in front of that knee, right? You don't want the knee over the ankle and kind of putting some excess stress on the knee. So finding this space. And then the invitation, you can always lift the arms if that feels comfortable, a little deeper. You can find some blocks or something, hands to the quads even. Find a good spot for you. And if you'd like, find the space where you're experiencing the most intense sensation. For me, it's right here. And just breathe there. Just notice what's there, what it feels like. You don't even have to apply language, right? You don't have to actually verbalize it. Just notice it with pure awareness, without judgment, without analyzing, to just be a witness to how you feel in this posture, in this form, in this moment. Noticing the breath along that Sushumna, that central energetic channel along your spine. See if we're unintentionally rounding in any areas that just adds a little extra space that our Sushumna has to flow, and see if we can't straighten through it. Breathe into the heart. About 5 more breaths here. Let's take a final breath together. Exhale out your air. And together, a deep breath in. Let it go. Allow the breath in. And then we are coming back into a half butterfly. So the left leg is going to come in. So we sit down on our tush, sole of the left foot to the inside of that right leg. Square off towards that right leg. If you have, like I do, a little extra cushion, feel free to move that out of the way here. Square off towards that right leg. And just take your time, allow yourself to fold over. Again, perhaps a pillow could be super, super nice to kind of just lay on. You could have a strap, around the foot holding your space. Notice if we're rounding here, so tilting the hip bowl, right, our pelvic bowl forward. It's not about how far, if you can touch your toes. It's just about how juicy it feels, how lubricating and hydrating it feels to be here and breathe. 5 more breaths. And when you feel complete with the breaths, slowly come on up. We're just going to take a moment to kind of open up the front line of our body a little bit. So plant the sole of the left foot flat on the earth here. Bring your right arm back. We're just going to lift up into a wild thing, into a tripod. Choose your name. And just feel that openness along the front line of your body. Deep breaths. And when you're ready, left hand comes to the earth. So now we're in a down dog facing the other direction. Take a couple moments just to experience this down dog. And then again, if you lifted the leg on the other side, it'll be the left leg. If you didn't and you just drew it through, feel free and draw that left foot through. So again, you want that alignment with the ankle either directly underneath of or in front of that knee here. So it can be up or down. And match and mirror what you did on the other side. And tune into the breath. Feel it flow throughout your entire being. Let it be deep and full. Feeling gravity's presence, hugging your hips closer to the earth. Noticing whatever may be coming up. And breathe. Breath is your biggest ally here. Five more breaths. And as you feel complete and satiated in your breaths, we'll be moving back into that half butterfly here. So we begin to straighten that left leg almost as if we're moving into Hanumanasana, half splits. But then we bring our tush all the way to the earth as we bring the sole of the right foot into that left leg. Again, if you have any tush cushions you need to move out of the way, please feel free to move that tush square off And again, just begin to find that space of juiciness, right? The edge of discomfort, right? Not pain, just slight discomfort. So if you're feeling anything in the back of the knee, you can always put like a blanket or a bolster or a pillow or something underneath that left knee. It could be super helpful to release that. And then find that sweet spot and just breathe. Feel it, notice it, and be with it. Be with yourself. Five breaths more. Try to be present for every single one of them, all the way from the beginning of the inhales through to the end of the exhales. Final deep breath together. Exhale out all your current air. And together, let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. So we're going to move into that tripod again, help open up the front of our space. So right foot plants in a comfortable spot. You know, you can adjust it as you like when you get there. Left hand comes behind underneath that left shoulder and lift the hips on up, pushing into the soles of the feet. What a beautiful plant. I love that you're growing here. Lifting up through the heart, through the hips. Take 2 more deep breaths. When you're ready, we're actually going to return to a seated position this time. So hips come to the earth. Then we're going to move into a full butterfly here. So the soles of our feet are going to come together, knees open wide. And they can be as far or as close as you'd like right now. Find a comfortable spot. And there's a great opportunity here to activate the bubbling spring point, the K1, the kidney point at the base of your foot. So where that part kind of stay in full butterfly. But in this part right here, there's an acupressure point that's the first point of the kidney line. And the kidney meridian line is all about our vital life force, right? It's that energizing. But this is also about a grounded space, right? It's a grounded energy. So if you'd like, K1 bubbling spring point, you can just open the hips. You can always shake it out a little bit if you need a slight adjustment. You can always walk it forward, bow forward. You can always put your head on a pillow, right, to help if that helps. And breathe. Breathing three-dimensionally, full and expansive. Bringing energy into this space that feels the most uncomfortable or the most delicious, and it feels amazing to surrender here. I mean, it doesn't always have to be that uncomfortable, intense sensation, right? Mind applies the adjective, whether it's good or bad, painful or discomfort or amazing. So find that spot. Five breaths more. And as your breath is complete, sending the legs just straight out in front of you. You can move that tush again, get on the sits bones. This is also a posture I really, really love doing on a pillow to help kind of soften anything in my hips or my lower back. So if you have a cushion or anything and you'd like to jump on it just to help support the tilt in that the hips, especially if you have a tendency to have lower back pain or hip pain, you may also want to find something similar. If you have knee pain, you may want to put a pillow underneath your knees. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And whenever you're ready, just start to fold over. Into a little caterpillar. Depending on where you are and you still have access to those K1 points, feel free. You can also be having a strap, so wherever you are, be there and just breathe. Five more amazingly deep breaths. We'll be here again. So just know we'll be here again. And as you begin to finish your 5 breaths, I always love a little self massage. There's just so many meridian lines, acupressure, reflexology type space. And this is a perfect opportunity to just give your body, your lower hemisphere some love. So I always love to encourage a little self massage on the way up from these postures. Get those knees. Yeah, give them some loving. And then from here, we're going to be moving into a fire log posture. So we're stacking our joints here. So the left leg is going to begin on bottom. So just as best as we can, making that 90-degree angle. And then we're going to stack the right leg on top of it. So right ankle on top of left knee, right knee on top of left ankle. So if your right knee here, right? So we're stacking our joints. And if your left knee has like this space, or if it has this space, your right knee, I highly recommend putting something there to support this right leg. Yeah, so you don't want to, again, that could be that edge where it gets into the knees, like we're starting to work into some of our sensitive joints. So If you need some sort of support here, please find that space. Get on those sits bones so we're equally balanced on each side of our hips, our sits bones. You can begin here. You're always welcome to begin to walk the arms forward, breathing deep into the hips. Hands could be here. Right, our hips carry two of our chakras, right? Our earth chakra, our Muladhara chakra, the space of our survival, of our self-acceptance, of our stability, right? It carries the Svadhisthana, our sexual chakra, from where we find our creative selves, whether we're creating humans, whether we're creating ideas, concepts, businesses, projects, fill in your blank. It's from this space that we create, right? So two very, very powerful chakras that carry a lot. So breathe all the way down into your hips. Staying fully present, allowing it all just to be released, to be experienced, to be noticed by you. Five more deep breaths. Take a moment to tune in to how you feel right now, to how your body feels. If this feels amazing, please stay here. If this is just where you need to be, please remain. If you'd like, you can move into cow facing posture or shoelace, depending on what lineage, where we bring the knees to stack on top of each other. And so it's a little bit deeper. I always like coming forward and stacking my knees and getting all that kind of in alignment and then sitting down. Again, you may want to sit on a cushion for this one. You can support yourself and just be right here. Your heels can be further, they can be close. You decide that. My preference is that you're just not sitting on them, right? You want that connection of your sits bones with the earth for so many reasons, even just to ground down into the earth and absorb some of that resonance. So anywhere but seated on them. And just breathe. You can walk forward, find your space, find your experience, help create it. And breathe. If you've gotten lost on a thought trip, dreaming, remembering, planning, anywhere in the past or the future, take a moment to draw back here. To be here now with yourself as a witness for your experience today. Five breaths more. And as you're complete with those breaths, slowly pushing yourself on up. Again, any kind of massage you'd like. And whether we remained in fire log or we took that shoelace cow facing posture, send the legs straight on out. Give them a little wiggle. I also love to do a little toe tapping where, my heels are kind of close together and I'm tapping my big toes. This is great for grounding. It's great for helping to send energy all the way down into the soles of the feet and really just activate. And for me, also having just been into those yin postures, for me, it helps again to help further break up and release anything out. All right, so now let's switch sides. So your left foot will come on bottom this time, right? No, your right leg is on bottom this time. Apologies. Right leg is on bottom. And then you switch so that your left leg is on top. Find it again. Each side may be different, so you may need a different set of props or a different kind of space to be. Totally up to you. Find it. And let's take a breath together, actually. Exhale out all your current air. And together, let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Your own breath, your own rhythm. Be with yourself here. 5 more breaths. Notice them all the way from the beginning of the inhales, flowing through your body and all the way through to the end of the exhales. And then if you took the variation on the other side, please take it again here where we move into that shoelace or fire or cow facing posture. So again, you may want to come forward and get those knees in alignment. Get those feet out of the way so that our sits bones are what's connected into the earth. Heels be where they need to be for this side. And close your eyes and just return to your breath and the journey of breathing here in this form through your body. Wherever you are, 5 more breaths. And take your time. Slowly release the legs. Give them a shake. Perhaps another round of toe tapping for you. And let's crisscross our legs. Come on over to our bellies. Let's move in to a Sphinx posture. So this is actually going to be a little bit up to you in your journey. Please feel into your space here. But you can be in a Sphinx posture, right? Elbows underneath the shoulders, pushing into the forearms, opening up through the heart, grounding through the legs. Or you can also be in a seal posture, legs come wide and we come up onto our hands. Your lower back will advise you into which posture you want to be in, right? So check in with your lower back, check in with your hips, your spine, and find that posture that your preference is. Again, Sphinx or even seal. And find the breath. 5 more deep breaths. And when you feel complete in your breaths, coming down and pushing back to a child's pose. Knees wide, hips to heels, arms straight out in front of you. And close your eyes and just breathe. Breathe all the way down into your hips. Noticing whatever it is you're noticing, just being fully present here. Breathe deeply and fully, connecting your Panchamaya Kosha with your Anahata Kosha. Connecting your Manamaya Kosha through the Pranamaya Kosha into the Anamaya Kosha. And back with the Anamaya Kosha through the Pranamaya Kosha and the Manamaya Kosha. So feel all of your bodies, your physical, your emotional, your thought body, your breath body. Feel them relax here for 5 more deep breaths. And then when you are ready, coming through up through tabletop position, take some cat cows. Start to invite some bigger motions into the body. Perhaps it's circulating side to side, perhaps just up and down. 10 moments for you to do whatever you need here within this space. And when you feel complete, downward facing dog. Hips lift, heels ground. You can pedal them, move that energy around. Soften through the heart. Let's breathe together. Exhale out all your current air. And together, let's take a deep breath in. Let it go. Right leg rises. Inhale. Draw it through, low lunge. Exhale. Drop down to that left knee. This time we're only here for 2 breaths. To get a little deeper into it, to breathe here. Take the breath in. And then exhale, draw the hips back to heels. Starting to move into a quicker breath as we begin to enter the Vinyasa portion of our practice today. Just feeling into this Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Take one more breath. And exhale, return to a low lunge. Lift up off that left knee. This time ground. And when you're ready, come on up to Crescent Lunge. So in Crescent Lunge, again, ankle stacks under or in front of that right knee. Right hip draws, I'm being dramatic, right hip draws back so that the hips are squared off and neutral to the front, shoulders neutral, biceps by the ears. A few deep breaths. Starting to feel how that vinyasa brings out that yang energy, that more active energy here. Feeling how this posture is allowing some of what we broke up in that yin to flow freely, lubricating even deeper. Take one more breath. And exhale, twist to the right. Right arm comes back, left arm reaches forward. Inner thighs are super strong. Perhaps gaze is over the right thumb. Perhaps it's wherever it needs to be. Take one more breath in. Let it go. Right arm comes back through center, through crescent lunge. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Reach up nice and high. And sit deep into a goddess or a horse posture. If you've been in my vinyasa classes before, you know I love to move when I first get here. So sway it around. It's good to know what this posture feels like in your body. Make sure, let's root down through the outsides of our feet. This will help keep this external openness in the hips, this rotation here, right? We tend to bow forward and lean onto the toe mounts. So bring it back here. And we're going to flow up into a 5-pointed star and come back down into this goddess posture 3 times to just really help us connect into breathing in tune, in alignment with the movement, right? If you'd like, I love doing this with my eyes closed. So if you want to play with that to really internalize this experience, please do. We'll join together. First, exhale out all your current air. And then together, inhale, rise up, 5-pointed star. And exhale, float it down. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, float it down. Let's do one more. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, float it down. This time, inhale, rise up, 5-pointed star, and warrior 2, right foot forward on the exhale. Shoulders stack over hips, right? Find that alignment if we can. And again, root down through the outside of that left foot. Feel how when you really push down with that knife edge, this entire outside of this leg, this left leg engages. Keeps this back leg nice and sturdy, but really it's about also this front leg, right? Push the right foot down. You can always lift up all 5 of your right toes and helps activate here. So really staying strong in this lower hemisphere to help us remain in this posture. If you'd like, right arm forward, left arm back, gaze over the right hand here. And breathe into the strength of the warrior. Feel into the fearlessness, the courage, whatever aspect of a warrior you're embodying in this moment. 3 breaths. And then trying to keep the lower hemisphere exactly where it is, we'll find a peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Left arm dances down the left leg, right arm opens up that entire right side body. Stay connected in alignment with that front knee. Right knee remains stacked. Left arm can always come into a half bind. So find for you what makes sense. Gaze can be up, down, or straight, wherever it is, feels good on the neck. And really breathe into that right lung here, right? This stretch is opening up some of the crevices of our lung muscles here and releasing stale air. So 3 really deep breaths to help move that air, to replenish and refreshen it. Final breath. And then an extended side angle on the exhale, right forearm to the top of the right leg. Left arm either reaches straight on up or over the head. If you feel the over the head, you're going to feel the entire line of energy in this left side body. If it's straight on up, it's usually a little bit more gentle on the shoulder. So feel if you need that. But otherwise, see what it feels like to reach that forward. Feel how long that left side of your body is from rooting down to the outside of that left foot, feeling it through the hip and out through the left fingertips. 3 breaths. And then exhale down through the soles of the feet, straightening the right leg, reverse Trikonasana, left arm comes back, deep side body stretch, opening up the whole right side. And as you're ready, exhale, release Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low push-up. So stepping back, lowering halfway down. If you need to, drop down to your knees, super cool, or lifted. And then upward facing dog, 4 points of contact, tops of the feet, bottoms of the hands, open the heads of the shoulders, open, and downward facing dog on the exhale. Encourage that energy to flow. Notice if you already feel different from side to side, just from those few postures. And on an inhale, left leg lifts. And exhale, draw it through, low lunge, dropping down to the right knee. Just feeling this a little bit more into the muscles now, stretching it out. Feel it through the heart. Again, if we're rounding here, see if we can't straighten so we have a clear line of energy from tailbone to crown. Take a breath in. And then exhale, draw those hips back into half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Idea here, really anchor down through that left heel and draw that left hip back. If you took variation and are seated all the way on your heels, same idea, heel roots, hip draws back, and that's where we find this length. Take 2 breaths. Deep breath in. And exhale, release, low lunge. Lift up off that right leg, stabilize through the feet. When you feel strong, come on up, crescent lunge. Find a Drishtiya focal point to help with that balance if you need. Left hip back, right hip forward, shoulders slide away from the ears, wrapping around the back of the heart. Inner thighs strong. Breathe deeply, 3 breaths. And then draw a breath all the way along the spine on an inhale, and vertical twist to the left on the exhale. Left arm draws back, right arm reaches forward. Inner thighs stay super strong to help hold this form here. Feel it across the shoulders. Feel that twist riding all the way up the spine. Take 1 more breath. And then on your next inhale, left arm comes through. We come all the way up. 5-pointed star, reach up nice and high. And exhale, return nice and low into this goddess posture. So from here, we're actually going to do just some slight twists. So your own pace, okay? But essentially, we're just going to bring the right shoulder to the left leg. Come back to center, left shoulder, right leg. If there's a spot that feels good to just remain and breathe, take a few moments, your space for about 3 breaths. Breathing deep. Sitting the hips nice and low. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth and let it go. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Inhale. Warrior 2, left foot forward. Set it up. Find that space. Close your eyes and breathe. Actually peek, make sure you can still see your left big toe. Root down through the outside of that right foot. Now close your eyes. If you'd like, breathe 2 breaths. And then exhaling down through the soles of the feet, staying strong in the legs, peaceful warrior. On the inhale, find something similar to what you did on the other side while still allowing the side to be uniquely its left side. Breathing clear through the lung. 2 more breaths. And an exhale, extended side angle, left arm, left knee, right arm. Again, if you need the shoulder support, feel free to go straight on up. If you like, find that long line here. 2 deep breaths. Starting to feel that fired up energy in the legs. Breathe deep. And then reverse Trikonasana. Left leg straightens, left arm opens up the entire left side body, opening it up. Take really 2 deep breaths in and release. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low push-up. Again, drop down to your knees if you need. And meet me in a down dog or a child's pose. Your choice, feel into your energy, what you'd rather be in. Down dog, child's pose, 3 breaths. And then we'll flow through that 1 breath per movement. And wherever you are, take 1 breath. And then meet me in a downward facing dog if you're not there already. We'll flow through that 1 breath per movement twice. Again, that first time we'll figure out what it means to flow in union with the breath. The second time, with more familiarity, we can drop a seat deeper into that, a sheath deeper into that if you'd like that languaging. So meeting me in downward facing dog. Unifying through the breath first, exhale out all your current air. Together, a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Right leg rises, inhale. Draw it through low lunge, exhale, dropping down to the left knee. Deep breath in along the spine, inhale. Exhale, draw that energy back, half split. Inhale, coming forward, low lunge. Exhale, stabilizing through the feet. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Pause here for an exhale to stabilize in this form. A breath along the spine, inhale. Vertical to the right, exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale through crescent lunge, 5-pointed star. Exhale, sit nice and low 3 times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, float. Final time, inhale, rise. Exhale, float it down. This time, rise up, 5-pointed star. Inhale. Warrior 2, right foot forward. Exhale. Peaceful warrior. Inhale, right arm opens up the right side body. Extended side angle on the exhale. Right forearm, right leg, left arm reaches long. Inhale, reverse Trikonasana. Right leg straightens. Open up that side body again. And exhale, release Chaturanga Dandasana. High to low push-up. Or straight to a down dog if you're not into this little micro flow. Totally up to you. Unify through the breath. Exhale out your current air. Together, a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Left leg lifts, inhale. Draw it through, low lunge. Exhale, dropping down to the right knee. Long breath in. Draw that energy back, half splits, exhale. Crawl it forward, low lunge. Inhale, stabilize, exhale. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale through the hip space. Long breath through the spine, inhale. Exhale, vertical to the left, left arm back, right arm forward. Through crescent lunge, 5-pointed star, inhale. Squat it down, nice and low. Exhale, hands to the tops of the quads. Take a deep breath in. Right shoulder, left knee, exhale. Inhale to center. Left shoulder, right knee. One more time together. Inhale, center. Right to left. Inhale. Exhale, left to right. Come back to center. Inhale. Allow the seat of the exhale. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Inhale. Warrior 2, left foot forward. Exhale. Peaceful warrior. Inhale. Extended side angle. Exhale. Reverse Trikonasana. Inhale. Chaturanga Tadasana. Exhale. High to low push-up. Again, meet me in downward facing dog, however you would like to get there. And then final time through with familiarity, letting it express itself however it would like to be expressed. Joining the air together. Exhale out your current air. Together, a deep breath in. Open mouth. Let it go. Right leg rises. Inhale. Draw it through, low lunge. Exhale, dropping down to the left knee. A long breath in. Draw it back. Exhale. Return forward. Inhale. Ground. Exhale. Lift the arms to the stars, the skies. Inhale, crescent. Ground through the exhale into the earth. Long breath in. Vertical to the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Through crescent, 5-pointed star. Inhale. Exhale, sit nice and low. 3 times. Inhale. And exhale. Draw it in. Release it out. Final time. Inhale. And exhale. 5-pointed star, rise up. Inhale. Warrior 2, right foot forward. Exhale. Peaceful warrior. Inhale. Extended side angle. Exhale. Reverse Trikonasana. Inhale. Chaturanga Tadasana. Exhale. High to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath. Inhale. And exhale. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, draw it through, low lunge, drop down to the right knee. Long breath in. Hips come back to heels. Exhale. Return forward, low lunge. Inhale, stabilize through that exhale. Inhale with strength, crescent lunge. Sit solidly, groundedly into this posture. Take a long breath in. Twist to the left, exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Through crescent lunge, 5-pointed star. Inhale. Sit into the goddess, hands land on tops of the quads. Exhale, long breath through the spine. Inhale. Right shoulder, left knee. Exhale. Come back to center. Inhale. Left to right. 1 more time each side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back up to center. Inhale. Pause with the exhale. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Inhale. Warrior 2. Exhale, left toes forward. Peaceful warrior. Inhale. Extended side angle. Exhale. Reverse Trikonasana. Inhale. Chaturanga Tadasana. Exhale. High to low push-up. Meet me in child's pose or a down dog for a few breaths. Tuning into whatever is showing up for you. Just breathing with it. 5 really deep breaths. And as you feel complete, coming through tabletop, as always, if there's some cat-cows that you'd like to take, feel free, take them and roll it around a little bit. When you are ready, curl the toes under, lift the hips high, meet me in downward facing dog. Pedal it around, move it around, do your thing. Let's come back to center. Exhale out all your current air. Together, a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Look to the top of your space. Inhale, step, float, jump, forward fold. Hands to the shins, halfway rise. Inhale, nice flat spine, gaze is down, shoulders slide away from the ears. And exhale, fold nice and deep. So your space to choose here. We'll be here for just a few moments for you to release some stuff and work through this space. If you tend to carry it in your hips, if you're looking for ideas of what to explore, tune in. If you feel it in your hips a little bit, maybe your legs, maybe bend the knees, maybe walk to the left, circulating, opening up through the hip spaces a little bit more. If you're feeling it more in the shoulders and the neck, opposite elbow, opposite hand, chin in towards the chest, maybe sway, maybe look left, look right. 5 breaths for wherever it is you'd like to be. And exhaling, returning the hands to the earth on an exhale. Halfway rise, inhale, nice flat spine. And exhale, fold nice and deep. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, biceps by the ears, sit the hips nice and low. We're almost to standing. First time in this practice, you guys. I know we're so close. Sit the hips nice and low. Pick up all 10 of your toes. Really start to feel your legs firing up with our heat energy, right? Create space in the heart, the collarbones, the jaw. And if you'd like, stay right here. If you'd like to play along with me, if you'd like, feel free to bring your palms to heart center. And then come on up to those toes, lifting the heels up nice and high. If you'd like, play with drawing your hips a little closer to your heels. 3 breaths wherever we're choosing to be. And then if you're on your toes, slowly, if you'd like, start to send all of that energy up. If we are in chair, inhale all the way up, Tadasana. And exhale, release the heels. Find a gentle baby back bend on an exhale. Hands to the sky, inhale. Exhale, shake it all out. Let's take a couple breaths like that. Let's take a deep breath in. Let it all go. Shake it off. right? Release it out. Let it be fully expressed. One more time. Deep breath in. Even make the sound too, right? Make it vocal, vibrate it. Get into that vibrational frequency work. So I just start to come to a standing. Allow the eyes to close. And inhale, feel the breath sweep up through the soles of the feet, up the legs, up the spine, out the crown of the head. And exhale, feel it flow down through the crown of the head, down the spine, down the legs, through the soles of the feet. One more time, deep breath in through the soles of the feet, up the legs, up the spine, out the crown of the head. And exhale down through the crown of the head, down the spine, down the legs, through the soles of the feet. Switching directions. Inhale through the crown of the head, down the spine, down the legs, through the soles of the feet. Exhale through the soles of the feet, up the legs, up the spine, up the crown of the head. One more time. Inhale through the crown of the head, down the spine, down the legs, through the soles of the feet. And exhale through the soles of the feet, through the legs, the spine, out the crown of the head. Breathe and be here. A couple breaths. And then begin to bring your awareness to the sole of the left foot. Feel the texture of the mat beneath your foot, any clothing item touching the skin. And I really enjoy massaging that left foot out on the earth, activating those nerve endings just a little bit more. So if you'd like, give it a little bit massage. And then really start to push down with the left foot, right? So pushing that energy down. And then drawing that strength up the leg so that the left quad strengthens, right? Left kneecap lifts up. Feel the left hip stabilize. Transferring all of the weight into that left leg. Take your time. Start to find a tree. Palms can be at heart, maybe where they need to be. You can begin by just bringing the right sole of the foot to the left ankle and slowly traveling up the leg to wherever your tree would like to be today. If you'd like, you're welcome to grow your branches. Feel strength in the standing leg. These are your roots. Your trunk is your standing leg. Feel strength in your core to help hold our upper body here. 10 breaths. Feel the energy flowing through your body. Final breath. And then keeping rooted in that left leg, right leg sends forward. So it can either be bent, it can be straight, kind of feel into wherever that leg wants to be. Reset in the hips a little bit. Flex the right toes back towards the face. Then be straight. 3 breaths. Then slowly turning this into a dancer, right elbow bends. We reach back and collect that right leg. So for me, you can see I come out of alignment a little bit to grab that foot. So drop back into center so that our knees are underneath the hip and our hips are neutral. And this could be just a great spot to be. If you'd like to start to kick into that back leg, bringing that up into the spine a little bit, into a back bend, feel free. Find your dancer, whatever that means to you. 10 breaths. Final breath. Whew. And then shake it out. Whew. Let it all go. Give that tush a little wiggle. Shake it all out. Let go of a sigh. Let go of anything you may need to let go of, to express whatever you need to express, right? We were also just working in that sacral chakra, some of our creative self. Activate the throat self. And then just start to find the center. Again, palms can be at heart, hand to belly, hand to heart to feel the breath. Find a spot to just find this stance. Feeling the breath sweep up and down your body, just noticing. And then starting to bring our awareness into the right foot. Again, if you want, you're welcome to massage the toes out, right? Activate those nerve endings. Get a nice little, you can even just do both feet at the same time. Massage them out. And then start to send that awareness down through the sole of the feet as you anchor it into the earth beneath you. Again, rooting down. Think about the tree, the roots underneath the ground. It's what we're energetically doing here. So rooting down, spreading the toes nice and wide. And slowly engaging that right quad, lifting the right kneecap, transferring all of the weights to the right leg. And when you're ready, again, find your tree. Begin at the ankle, the calf, or the quad, never at the knee. You guys, just never the knee. Be super gentle with our joints. And then grow your branches as you'd like. We're here for 10 breaths. Make them full. Make them expansive. And through the exhales, make them grounding into full presence. Complete your final breath. And then left leg goes forward again. Could be bent, could be straight. Hips nice and level so you don't feel like you're unnecessarily tipping that pelvic bowl. Toes flex back towards the face. Three breaths. And then as you're ready, turning this into your dancer. Left leg is collected by the left arm. Again, if you need, come back to center and find your dance. 10 breaths. Final breath. Shake it on out. Again, give a little wiggle. Actually, let's take 2 of them together. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. One more. Deep breath in. Let it out. Finding the center in your stance, allowing the breath to once again flow through the soles of the feet, up the legs, up the crown of the head, and down through the crown of the head, down the spine, through the soles of the feet. Inhale through the soles of the feet, up the legs, up the spine, up the crown of the head. And exhale down through the crown of the head, down the spine, down the legs, through the soles of the feet. Breathe. And then on the inhale, send the arms up towards the cosmos. Exhale, open your heart for that energy. To the sky, inhale. To the earth, we fold. Exhale. Hands to the shins, halfway rise, inhale. Curl into a little ball on the exhale, hips to heels, chin into chest, forehead into knees. Some deep breaths. And then coming on down to your tush and laying all the way on down to your spine. Bringing your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a hug in. Perhaps massaging the sacrum out on the earth. Perhaps a happy baby. A few moments for you to spend just enjoying your spine on the earth and finding movement here. And then we're going to take a bridge posture together. If wheel is in your practice and you know and love wheel and are craving wheel, please feel free. I will guide bridge. So if you don't know wheel, don't even worry about it. Same, but different, right? So for bridge, soles of the feet come hip distance apart, close enough that your longest finger can tickle the backs of your heels. Once you get in this posture, gaze remains straight on up. So if you're not certain, watch me first and then join me. So gaze straight on up. And you begin to push so much into the soles of your feet that your hips have to lift, right? So this is all coming, this lift is a result of pushing down into the earth with the soles of the feet. From here, you're welcome to walk the shoulders under, finding a fist underneath your back to help create a little shelf. Wherever you are, if you've taken wheel, 10 breaths. Make them deep and full. Feeling the strength, feeling the stretch, the breath. 2 more. And then as you feel complete, 1 vertebral body at a time, slowly lowers, soles of the feet into touch, knees open wide, hand to heart, hand to belly. Pause in the Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a moment, check in with your energy, check in with where you are. If this is exactly where you need to be, please remain here. If you've checked in with yourself and you've noticed you still have some excess energy, a little bit left to still spend, let's take some abs together. So Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups, soles of the feet together, knees open wide, hands hold and cradle the head to protect the neck. Take the exhale, deep breath in, exhale, lift the shoulders up. Find a pulse and a pace that works for you. It can even just be a little one at the very top here. It can be fuller, your space. Stay with your breath. We're here for 20. Halfway there. Final breath. And exhale, release. Straighten the legs. I like to put a little micro bend and push down with the heels. So I'm going to be dramatic, but we're really going to push down with the heels. So you can see when I push down with the heels, it helps lift right here. I'm being dramatic. So we're going to be gentle. So what we're going to be doing is pushing down with the heels, but activating that lower part of our core. And as you're ready, hands once again return behind the head, and we find that pulse straight on up. We're here for 20. Halfway there. 3, 2, and release. Come on over to whichever side body so that you're facing me, whichever side makes sense to you. Bring the grounded hand to the outside of the waist here, like that muffin top. Right hand right behind the head, and find a pulse straight on up. Stay with that breath. If you find you're coming forward and working some of the front, see if we can go straight on up to activate the side body here. Find that pulse. We're here for 20. Halfway there. Stay with that breath. Stay with that muscle. Stay with it here. Final 2. And release. Come on over to the opposite side body, whatever side body that happens to have been. Again, whatever's on the ground comes to the outside. Whatever's lifted comes behind the head. Straight on up, legs together. Find your pulse. We're here for 20. Stay with that breath. Halfway there. 2 more. And then come on over to your bellies. To activate through that lower back, that spine. Options here. You can find the arms forward and like Superman. You can cactus the arms and lift up. Whatever you need. Lift and hold for 10, 9, 5. Come to rest. Come on over to your backs. Bring your knees into your chest. If you've remained in Supta Baddha, join us with your knees in your chest, giving yourself a hug. And we will do a twist together, but I want to give some time and space if there's other postures that would completely satiate your practice to give you some time to do that. So it could be another round of bridge. It could be legs up against the wall pose, shoulder stand, plow, fish. So find your space. Complete. If you're completely there, just find a more passive return to Supta Baddha. You can just keep your knees in, find happy baby, your space, check in with your body, tune in. Slowly begin to take your time wherever you went to rejoin us here, knees into your chest, giving yourself a great big hug. And taking that final twist together. Options as always, check in with how you feel. You can be right here and allow both knees to fall over to the left equally. You can go a little deeper, find eagle. Not a little deeper, it just gets a little bit more on the hips, right? Just shifts the twist. And go like that. Or if you'd like, one leg straight on out, right leg to the outside of the rib cage and across your body, supine twist. So choose your twist. Allow the right shoulder to come to the earth, gaze over the right hand. And close your eyes and just breathe. Take one more deep breath. And come back up to center. Give yourself a great big hug in. Send the right leg straight out onto the mat. Bring the left knee to the outside of the rib cage. And draw it across your body, supine twist. Again, twist however you twist it on the other side, allowing it to be a reflection, a mirror image, a mirror neuron. 3 more breaths. And when you feel complete, come back up to center. Give yourself a great big hug in. And release into your final Shavasana. Legs come wide, hands come down by the sides. Just as we did when we were standing, give your body a shake to help kind of release any final motion or movement that needs to be expressed. Let's take a breath together. Exhale out all your current air. Together, let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Let's do one more deep breath in. And deep breath out. Allowing stillness to sweep over you and through you. Allowing every exhale to encourage just a little bit more relaxation. Begin to move into the Yoga Nidra portion of this practice. Allow yourself to relax just a little bit more. Create the space that is as comfortable as possible for the remainder of the practice so that you can remain still during Yoga Nidra, so that your body, brain, mind, and emotions have a chance to fully relax. If you become uncomfortable, please feel free to change positions, but do your best now to set yourself up to be as comfortable as possible. Allow your eyes to close if they're not there already. An invitation to keep them closed throughout the duration of this practice. The practice of Yoga Nidra is a practice of yoga sleep that will guide you into a state of consciousness between wakefulness and sleeping. Try to remain awake by listening to the sound of my voice. You will be asked to move your awareness to various bodily sensations, emotions, and images. Try not to concentrate too intensely, as this may prevent you from relaxing. During this meditation, please use and absorb what you need in the moment and leave the rest behind. If the mind becomes overactive with thoughts and worries, just come back to the sound of my voice. Become aware of any sounds you can hear in this moment. Nothing else but what you can hear without strain. Begin to focus on the most distant sounds that you can hear Let your sense of hearing radiate outward, searching out these distant sounds and following them for a few moments. Move your attention from sound to sound without labeling the source. Gradually, bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds outside your building, to sounds inside your building, to sounds inside, inside the room in which you are practicing Yoga Nidra. Without opening your eyes, visualize the four walls of your room, the ceiling, the floor, and your body resting on the floor. Visualize your body resting on the floor. Visualize the position of your body, your clothes, your hair, your face. Become acutely aware of the existence of your physical body resting on the floor. And become aware of your natural breath. Become aware of your natural and spontaneous breath that moves in and out of your body without any effort. The natural breath flows in through both nostrils. Notice the feeling of the breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. There is a sense of coolness as you inhale the breath. Follow this feeling into your nose, your sinuses, the back of your throat, and into your lungs. There is a sense of warmth as you exhale the breath. Feel this warmth on your upper lip as you breathe out. The natural breath flows through both nostrils during the inhale and the exhale. Allow your breath to become longer and slower. Take a long, slow inhalation, followed by a longer, slower exhalation. Make your exhale even slower. Notice the slight pause after the exhale. Slow inhale, even slower exhale, and pause. Feel the urge to breathe in bubble up inside of you. When you need to inhale, please do. long, slow inhale. And a longer, slower exhale. And then pause where the body is neither breathing in nor out. Please continue breathing in this way. Now go back to the natural, easy breath, releasing any control over the inhale or exhale. Now say to yourself, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am awake and relaxed. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. At this moment, please make your sankalpa or resolve or vow to yourself your intention. The sankalpa should be a short, positive statement in simple language. Try to discover one naturally. Please state your sankalpa clearly and with awareness 3 times. The sankalpa you make during this Yoga Nidra practice plants a seed in the fertile soil of your mind to bring about transformation and healing. We will now begin a systematic journey of sensory awareness throughout the body. You will move your awareness to different parts of your body as soon as you hear them named. Please say the name of the part to yourself and feel that part of your body. Do not move any part. The practice begins on the right side. The right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, the left side, the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now go to the back of the body. The right heel, the left heel, the right calf, the left calf, the right thigh, the left thigh, the right buttock, the left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, the entire spine, the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, the back of the neck, the back of the head, the top of the head, the forehead, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, middle of the eyebrows, right eye, left eye, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, the chin, the jaw, the throat, the right collarbone, the left collarbone, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, the upper abdomen, the navel, the lower abdomen, the right groin, the left groin, the pelvic floor, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, the whole body, the whole face, the whole head, the whole torso, your whole body. Feel your whole body. Now imagine the whole body becoming light, as though your body could float away from the floor and toward the ceiling. Your head is light and weightless. Your limbs are light and weightless. The torso is light and weightless. Your whole body light and weightless. You are rising higher and higher away from the floor, light and weightless. Imagine now your body becoming heavy. Feel the heaviness in all parts of your body. Each part is becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. Your head is heavy. Your limbs are heavy. Your torso is heavy. Your whole body is heavy. So heavy that you are sinking down into the floor. And awaken now the experience of cold in your body. The experience of chilly cold. Imagine being outside in winter without enough clothing. Feel the cold on your skin. You feel this cold, this chill permeating your entire body. Feel cold permeate your entire body. Your fingers are cold. Your limbs are cold. Your face is cold. The tip of your nose is cold. Your lips, cold. Feel cold throughout your entire body.
Now allow the sensation of warmth to spread throughout the entire body. Remember the feeling of heat in summer when you are out in the sun with no shade. Feel the sun's heat on your skin, on your face. Feel this heat radiating onto your skin, heat all around your body. Feel warmth and heat radiating throughout your entire body. Feel hot as the sun as the warmth spreads across your skin. Recollect now the experience of anxiety, intense anxiety and worry. Feel the stress in your mind and body, but do not concentrate on its source. Create the experience of anxiety, intense anxiety, as clearly as possible. Feel the stress in your mind and your body, the stress of anxiety. Feel it permeate your entire body. Feel anxiousness in your body. Now allow the feeling of complete calm to envelop you. Feel calm spread across your entire being, your mind and body. Manifest the experience of calm in your entire mind, body, and emotions. You are relaxed and aware. You are completely calm. Feel calm and relaxed in your entire mind, body, and emotions. Feel completely and totally calm. And begin to concentrate now on the space in front of your closed eyelids. Imagine before you a transparent screen as though you're at a home theater. The screen is as high and wide as the eyes you can see. Concentrate on this mind screen and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Colors, patterns, and light. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of your mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but do not become involved. Practice detached awareness only. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space. Continue with this detached awareness. Now, a number of different things will be named. Try to envision them on the level of emotion, memory, and imagination as best as you can. Jump from image to image as soon as you hear it. Red desert. Peacock feather. Buddha meditating. Doctor's office. A good night's rest. Full moon. Your reflection in a mirror. Foggy morning. Waiting for results. Sun shining overhead. A bouquet of flowers. A tall tree. Receiving help from others. Cool, clear water. making appointments, a relaxing afternoon, laughing with friends, a mushroom, a warm embrace, burning candle, a gong strike, temple on a mountain, a path in the woods, vibrant sunset, taking a deep breath, a cat stretching, a beautiful garden path, your favorite song, the sound of my voice, your body resting on the floor. And it is time to repeat your sankalpa, your resolve, your vow to yourself from the beginning of class. Please repeat the same statement made at the beginning of this practice 3 times mentally now. And come back to the feeling of your breath flowing in and out of your nostrils. Maintain your awareness of breath. And at the same time, develop your awareness of your physical body. Your body is relaxed and lying on the floor. Feel the container of the skin, clothes, and any props that are touching you. Notice the heaviness of your body as it rests on the floor. And take your awareness into all the parts that are touching the floor. The back of your heels, thighs, buttocks, shoulder blades, the arms, the hands and head. Do not yet open your eyes, but visualize the surrounding room. Imagine where you are in the room and the other objects that are around you. Lie quietly. Just notice. Feel what it is that you're aware of and what you are noticing. As you feel ready, invite in motion and movement into the body. Take your time, there is no hurry. If you'd like, slowly begin by wiggling the fingers and the toes, rolling out the wrists and the ankles. And when you're ready, send the arms up over the head, biceps graze the ears, a nice long stretch. Just pause to feel this beautiful, beautiful stretch. And when you are ready, please roll over to the right side of your body. Just pause here in a comfortable fetal position. Holding yourself, cradling yourself on the side of your body for a few moments. And as you are ready, keeping the eyes closed, use your hands to slowly press yourself up from the floor, letting your head come up last. Finding a comfortable seated position. Completing the practice of Yoga Nidra. And taking a moment to just breathe together in this space, tuning in to how you feel now versus how you felt at the beginning of this practice of yin, of vinyasa, and of Yoga Nidra, YinVinDra. Bring your awareness into the heart space, the Hartayam, beautiful spiritual hearts. Feel your heart beat while you remain connected to the breath. And here, drawing in gratitude for this beautiful practice, for the healing medicine of yoga, and gratitude for ourselves, for each of you, for showing up today, for being open and willing to make this journey with me, this journey of yin, vinyasa, nidra, of our bodies, the journey through the Panchamaya Kosha system, the Anamaya Kosha, honoring the Pranamaya Kosha, Manamaya, Vinyanamaya, and Nandamaya. Honoring ourselves in all the vibrational ways we show up in the world. Honoring our space of self-love and self-healing to come to this practice, to find this transformational healing here. So grateful for you, for joining me. There's so many other things you could be doing, and I'm so grateful that you're here with me today. It's bringing my hands from my heart space, my third eye space, the space of my highest self, and from here, with so much gratitude and such an honor, I honor and recognize and acknowledge the beautiful light in each of you. Namaste. Again, you guys, I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, or you can even chat them here if you'd like, however you need. I'm here for you. Feedback, anything like that that you'd like to share with me. I'd be love to hear it. And again, so grateful, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and week. And until I see you again, peace out.